Welcome, one and all, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and today's episode is critical. Today's episode is an absolute emergency. Today's episode is a necessity for one and all. Okay, and to be honest, most especially for me. Now, usually I try to make videos that are tailored to, what the viewers want to see, what they need to learn, what is interesting, what is the new happening stuff. But today's episode is a little bit different. Okay, today's episode is dedicated to the education of Galadon. Okay, and no, I'm not use code Galadon. Get that off the screen. I'm talking about trying to make me a better attacker, and the biggest problem that I have, and this may not be a problem that you have, and it's certainly something I've been overlooking for a long time, and I don't know why. And the problem is, as I go back and I look at all of these replays, it happens again and again and again, repetitively repeating over and over. And if I can be more redundant, I will. Redundant. And yes, okay, so yeah, there's a problem with my attacking, and I think I found a solution. Now, the interesting part about it is, in today's episode, we will not employ said solution. We will just show you the mistakes, the problems. Now, you may have seen many mistakes so far in this attack already, Queen Charge Hybrid in Legend League at Town Hall 15, and that's fine, but maybe it's not the mistake that I'm talking to you about, and that mistake is going to unfold momentarily. I think I did an okay job. Relatively good queen side funnel. Queen's still alive. King side funnel. Hogs and miners. Taking out the town hall. Yes, okay, fine. They run over the poison from the town hall 15 and that hurts. But it doesn't matter. That's not the problem. The warden ability is there to mitigate said damage and we move on. But as we move on, you may start to see the problem. Did you see when I scrolled back and forth across the bottom of the screen at the troops and the abilities? Yes, okay. So the only thing left right now is the queen ability. Everything else has been deployed, and we have no more control over this attack. And you're saying, Galadon, why is that a problem? Well, the problem is, and here is the key, and yes, I was trying not to give it away right at the beginning of the episode because otherwise you could just watch it, get the tip, and then leave. Now you can leave if you want. The key is cleanup troops. Galadon doesn't bring cleanup troops. No, for some reason, I'm not sure what's going on in my brain. I just think, I need all those miners. I need all those hog riders, the balloons. No, I have no spare space in this army. I got to bring the whole freaking thing. And when you do that and you deploy all of said units, sometimes, well, yeah, there's this gold mine down here. Yeah. So you can predict, you can see what's happening right now. I could have made a 99 or 100 episode out of this attack and many other attacks recently, but no, yes, no, yes. The answer is no. I fail. And one troop, a minion, maybe a barbarian, an archer, or even a super powerful wizard could have prevented this tragic ending, and I could have gained 8 more trophies. Now, that's not a big deal, but it is pretty frustrating, right? Okay, so the lesson learned is, okay, Galadon, I failed. I should have brought a cleanup troop, so I'm going to change my army, and I'm going to bring cleanup troops, and I'm going to save them for the end of the attack, and then I won't have this problem anymore. No, I didn't. I won't. I haven't. I don't. I doesn't. I won't. You get the point. No, I'm not learning from my own mistakes. I am doomed to repeat the same said mistakes, which obviously some call the definition of insanity. That's fine. You want to call me crazy? You can. Because this attack is just about going to drive me crazy. So yeah, fine. Maybe call me crazy. Call me weird because I just made an entire 10-minute video out of one troop, one minion, one archer, one wizard, one barbarian. And here's the sad part about it. I know that you guys probably already... Hold on. Let me say that again. Yeah, the problem is you guys probably already do this, right? You can see it's getting worse. I am progressively, degeneratively, by the end of this episode, I may not even speak English, okay? Just warning you. And so, yeah, okay, what I'm telling you, now I've lost my scene, now I've lost my train of thought, and that's first sign of okay, wait, what was I talking? Oh yeah, Clash of Clans. So anyway, in this attack, no cleanup troops. And yes, many of you already bring cleanup troops, and so what's the point of you even watching this episode unless you want to marvel at Galadon's loss of sanity, in which case, view on, my friends, view on, because it can't get much better. No, seriously, I've done it. I've made a video, and perhaps some people will say, hey, Galadon, you're really running out of ideas because you just made a video about one unit. And I've already been using that unit, or more than one unit if you're wise, right? You probably bring a couple of cleanup troops, not just one, because you drop one minion, maybe an air mine takes it out, or bomb, or whatever. You get the point, right? Maybe a couple of cleanup troops. Go look at the pros. They're better at it. And where was I? Hold on. Okay, let's think about this. No, forget it. It's too late to go back. Galadon has screwed the pooch with this one. And that's a figurative term, okay? I love dogs, okay? You guys know that. You guys watch the live streams. Carl is our good buddy, the rescued beagle. And by the way, if you love dogs, you guys got to come by the live streams because Carl is there almost every single stream and he gets treats and he's a great boy. And we're even considering getting him a companion because he seems a little bit lonely. But I digress once again. Okay, so really what I was doing there was this clever extension of this attack, which is pretty boring right in the middle. But notice, okay, now I realize this is nowhere near a 3-star. But yes, notice that there are no air targeting defenses remaining. And although it was only an 88%, had I used some cleanup troops, yes, that's most likely a 3-star. And that's why in the second attack, we have the argument for bringing more than one cleanup troop. You know, maybe bring a couple of wizards, maybe bring, I wouldn't say a balloon probably, but wizards, archers, barbarians, super barbarians might be good. Super archers might be, okay, those are too expensive, right? Okay, wizards, barbarians, archers, minions. Those are really the 4 cleanup troops that you see most players using. And I think that's probably wise. Can you spare 8 or 10 housing space? I think you can. I mean, that's what, shaving 2 hog riders off. I think that would be ideal and definitely something that we should be trying and hopefully you guys are already doing. And so again, the whole purpose of today's episode is to say, Galadon, from now on, from this day forward, because you haven't learned from all of these replays, from this day forward, sacrifice maybe 1 hog and 1 miner, use the spared housing space to bring cleanup troops, and then don't click on them. Okay, here's the other problem of the mentality of spray and pray, of spam and win that Galadon has, and that is when I get to the point right here in the attack, when I'm dropping all of the hogs and all of the miners, and then the heroes, I want to drop everything. I just want to click buttons left and right, make sure that everybody's going in, like we did in all of the Clashmas challenges, where we just sent everything in, and actually, you know, that actually worked pretty well for the most part, but yeah. So I get this panicked way where I want to make sure, and I scroll back and forth across the deployment bar at the bottom, and I make sure everything is on its way. And that's a mistake, you know, we got to hold off, we got to be reserved, we got to preserve some units for those important last moments of the battle. And yes, you could probably guess it's about to happen again. Here we are in Legend League, here we are using the same attack, here we are having the hogs and miners sit on the poison. What else do we have on there? Oh, the Royal Champion, the Grand Warden sitting on the poison. The Archer Queen, though, she's doing a pretty good job on the left-hand side. And you can see that as time starts to wind down, we're about 3/4 of the way through the base. We have about a minute left, and it's not ideal. Because, yes, the Archer Queen, she's going to make it. She's going to survive. She's okay. And then, yeah, she's just not going to have the time to get the job done. Even with her ability right here, you can see where the time is clicking down, and there's an elixir storage, there's a dark elixir storage, those are going to have a lot of hit points. The pets are doing a great job up there. You could see that we had Frosty, and now we've got the Phoenix. We didn't have Lizzie. Okay, no, I've given up that hope. But you could see over here on the left-hand side, I did use the Queen's ability just to try to speed things up a little bit, and it's not going to quite be enough. And notice the Expo down there at the bottom. I believe that's going to be the last building. Or is this a 98? I don't know. But either way, yeah. Oh, man, look at this. Even the Queen. Oh, never mind. There's more buildings. How about that? Perfect buildings for a cleanup troop, right? 1 minion on the cannon, 1 wizard, barbarian, archer on the gold mine. Instead, we'll just sit and stare at these 2 buildings as time runs out. Now, again, it's not tragic. It's not the end of the world. But, you know, I'm not playing competitively. And competitive players, they make sure they always bring cleanup troops, right? Okay, this attack, this is the tail end of an attack, just to try to end on a positive note, where even though, once again, I didn't bring cleanup troops, I am going to manage to just barely eke this out. So it could have been a 99 or 100 episode. We decided to talk about a tip that, again, you guys probably already do, but I promise to do more after this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this strange episode. The only thing strange but true about this episode is its narrator. But thank you, Galafam. Maybe it's strange but true if you stuck around all the way to the end, because you're the true hashtag Galafam. Now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year. Be kind to other people, animals, and the planet. I'll see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, I've got a slogan for your channel. Galadon Gaming, full attacks and half a brain. Half is being generous.